Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to the Adelaide Convention Centre for the sale today by public auction of number 288 North Terrace, Adelaide, for the property better known as Ayers House. And what a fabulous opportunity it represents for you today, ladies and gentlemen, an opportunity for you to acquire a truly magnificent bluestone mansion, which is currently operating as one of the leading restaurants in Adelaide. By way of introduction, my name's Phillip. I'm the Chief Auctioneer for Ray White in Queensland, and it is my pleasure to be conducting the auction for you today. And on behalf of Mr Maury Dempsey, the marketing agent of Ray White Real Estate, on behalf of the owners of the property, the South Australian Government, it is a pleasure to welcome you along. We'd like to wish you well with your bidding. We do trust that the successful bidder will have plenty of enjoyment, plenty of satisfaction out of owning this magnificent property. Now, the format today, very simple, very straightforward. First of all, I will take you through the terms and the conditions of auction in the state of Queensland, along with a contract of sale, both of which have been on display prior to the auction for your perusal. Having done that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll quickly cover one or two salient points, and then quite simply, I'll hand it straight over to you for your consideration and no doubt spirited bidding. Terms of auction today, they are as follows. If any dispute or difference shall arise as to the highest bidder, the auctioneer may reopen the bidding, resubmit the property commencing with the highest amount previously bid for the same, or he may decide on the highest bidder in such other manner as he in his absolute discretion shall deem fit, and his decision shall be final. Immediately upon the fall of the hammer, the bidder of the highest bid accepted shall sign these conditions of sale and purchase, and forthwith pay the deposit required, and shall thereupon be deemed to be the purchaser. Otherwise, the property may be resubmitted at his or her risk and expense, or submitted afresh to public auction as if the property had never before been submitted. The right to bid by on behalf of the vendor is expressly reserved. The vendor and the purchaser agree to do all necessary acts to sign all documents and papers for the purpose of transferring the property to the purchaser. They appoint me the auctioneer and grant me an irrevocable authority to sign or execute any document or paper that may be necessary to form the agreement of sale and purchase of the property. Ladies and gentlemen, should the property be passed in at auction today, I don't imagine that will be the case, but if it is passed in at auction today, the highest bidder will have the first right to buy the property at the reserved price immediately after the auction, and a bidder shall be deemed to have been bidding on their own behalf unless prior to auction they've given me, the auctioneer, a written authority to bid for and on behalf of another party. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in receipt of one such bidding authority. I will assume that everyone else in the audience today is intending to bid on their own accord, and I wish you well with that respect. The conditions that then apply, and I refer to the contract, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that contract has been on display prior to the auction. You would have noticed as you looked at it that it is the standard Real Estate Institute of Queensland contract, the commercial contract for Queensland property. It has been approved by the Queensland Law Society, and as with any auction, the finance clause, clause number 3, has been deleted. The building and the buyer inspection clause, clause number 4, has also been deleted. You are bidding on the strict understanding that you will enter into that contract. You'll be required to sign it in its entirety today and pay the deposit of 10% of the purchase price. You can pay that by bank cheque, you can pay it by personal cheque. Ladies and gentlemen, you can pay it by cash if you like, but I am obligated under the law, if you pay the deposit of more than $10,000 by cash, I am obliged to notify the Australian Tax Office. I am. Ladies and gentlemen, the contract itself, well, it has been prepared by the government solicitors, and it shows the property as being 287 to 300 North Terrace at Adelaide. More accurately describes as lot 102 on registered plan number FP 20989. The certificate of title, the volume reference number there, of course, is 5147, the folio 367. There is an easement on the property, ladies and gentlemen, and that's shown there over the title. That's a right of unrestricted way over a small area at the rear of the property. There's also a heritage order over the building, ladies and gentlemen, but you would have known that as yourself as well there. It's on display there, but your own investigations would have revealed that. But there is no designated local heritage value over the land. It's just over the building. Consent development order was approved there too, ladies and gentlemen, on the 5th of June 2000 for restoration works, and they've almost been completed, those works. Absolutely magnificent. The area of land on offer today is some 6,434 square metres, or a little bit over an acre and a half, and included in the sale the magnificent dwelling, of course, along with the attached buildings, the outbuildings, plus the fixtures and fittings. There are a couple of excluded chattels there as well, the tenants' fixtures, the fittings, the plant, and all the stock and equipment. You will notice, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a tenancy in place there, and that tenancy is Airs and Graces Proprietary Limited, operating the restaurant, and that tenancy actually expires on the 1st of July 2003. There is a 5-year option on it, and they are currently paying $240,000 a year rent with a 5% review annually. And they also pay the outgoings, ladies and gentlemen, so a wonderful return on your money. A couple of other things to note, of course, with the introduction of the GST in July the 1st last year, as the property today will be sold as a going concern, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no GST applicable on the sale. As a buyer, though, you must warrant that you are registered under the GST law if, in fact, that is to apply. If that isn't the case, then the GST will be applicable to you, and that will go on top of the purchase price. Remind you as well, clause 8.1, and that simply states of the contract that the property will become at your risk from 5 p.m. the following business day, ladies and gentlemen, that being Thursday, of course. So you need to arrange adequate insurance cover over the property. We will arrange that for you through Ray Watt Insurance Services through Mr Maury Dempsey, the marketing agent. Again, it's a 10% deposit and a very simple 30-day settlement. Before we move on, ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions at this point?
I've got a question.
I've got a question too.
Yes, sir. You were first to rise, so I'm more than happy to answer yours first if you like.
It is my understanding under the heritage of the City of Adelaide that for such listed properties as Ayers House, the general public, if they request, cannot be denied access to view the property. Is that correct?
So it's a very good question. I'm more than happy to answer that question for you. In its current form at the moment, if people do wish to go and view the property, they're more than welcome to view it. But, sir, as a private residence, no, they wouldn't be able to enter the property and just walk around at their own accord. No, they couldn't do that. Thank you. Your question, sir. I think you might have been up next, sir.
Well, the restaurant's part of the lease. If I were to buy his house, would I be able to go and have a meal for free?
Oh dear, sir. You're a little bit cheeky. I don't think that would be the case, but if you're a good landlord, who knows? Yes, sir. Your question as well. Well, there are two restaurants there, so you can both enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, any further questions before we move on? No? Okay. Well, I'd like you to cast your mind back, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like you to actually come on a little journey with me. A little journey back in time, possibly 200 odd years ago, back somewhere into the mid-1800s. To the time, ladies and gentlemen, when Sir Henry Ayres had made his fortune from the Burra copper mines, and he was at the height of his illustrious political career. And it was at that time, ladies and gentlemen, that Sir Henry, he commissioned South Australia's leading architect George Strickland Kingston to design and oversee the construction of the Ayre family home. And I'm sure if you'd have been privy to that meeting that day, you would have heard Sir Henry giving George Kingston a simple, yet at the same time an enormous brief. I want you to design and construct for me the finest of all homes in South Australia. A home that will hold its own alongside the finest properties even in England. A home not only to raise a family, but a home that will be the venue for significant social functions. And ladies and gentlemen, he would have also said, it's important to me that this home will stand the test of time. The cost, by the way, that's irrelevant. In 1873, after almost 20 years, the property known as Ayres House was finally completed. And not only did it live up to the expectations, but it surpassed them. Ladies and gentlemen, absolute magnificent property. In 1926, the property was acquired by the South Australian government, and not much happened for the next 50 years, until the then Premier of South Australia, Mr Don Dunstan, well, he redeveloped the property, and a new complex was opened in the following years. A complex which incorporated the Henry Ayres restaurant, Henry's brasserie and wine bar, the ballroom, the library, the Kingston room, and of course the main section of the home, which has been painstakingly restored under the watchful eye of the Heritage Trust. You'd have to agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that from the marble fireplaces throughout the home, the magnificent domed ceilings, the decorative cornices, the etched glass windows, the solid cedar joinery, the sheer size and elegance of the rooms, and of course the most delightful grounds that you could ever imagine, ever hope for. You'd have to agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that our house truly is the finest house available for sale in all of Adelaide. There is no question about that. And it's your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. It's your choice today. The choice is very simple. You can continue the current operation as you would be obliged to until the end of the lease and enjoy the $240,000 a year income. Or, ladies and gentlemen, you could reinstate the property in years to come and you could reclaim it as your family home, Ayers House. Absolutely magnificent home, ladies and gentlemen. It's your opportunity to purchase it today. You're here to buy it. I'm definitely here to sell it to you. Make no mistake about that. Our instructions are very clear. I will sell the property today should I reach the reserve price. I'll give you 3 opportunities only to buy it. So don't be bashful, ladies and gentlemen. To realise your dreams today, property known as Ayers House, I'm looking for an opening bid, a bid and offer to start it, ladies and gentlemen. What is it worth? Fair and reasonable bid to start. In your hands.
Australian dollars.
Beg your pardon, sir?
$2 million.
$2 million. Thank you, sir. It's a good bold bid at the start at $2 million, and away we go to $2 million bid. Heard $2 million bid there, and away you go. I'll take $500,000 rise there to go at 2.5. And why wouldn't you get excited, sir? Welcome in. Heard $2 million, five the bid. Heard $2,500,000 there bid, and round in at $3 million if you like now, sir. 2.5 bid it is. Heard don't scratch too hard, madam. You're in Ayers House. Heard $2,500,000 bid. Heard 2.5 and a bid. Take the one at 6, and why not, sir? 2.6 now. Heard $2,670 straight back in front of 2.7 bid. Heard, beg your pardon, sir. 2,750,000. I'll take your bid and thank you. And welcome to the bidding at 2,750,000. Heard 2,750,000 and 8 it is. And down the back and go 9, go 3 if you like, sir. Heard 2,900,000. Welcome back and 3 million in the front. Heard 3 million the bid and bidding to buy. 3 million. Make no mistake about that. Heard $3 million. And away you go down the back there, sir. 3.1 your bid. Heard 3,100,000. Heard, yes, sir. Heard 3,200,000, welcome, and 3.2 bid it is. 3 if you want, sir. And 3 he says. Heard 3.3 the bid, and away you go at 4 now. 3.4 and a good bid, madam.
No, that's not what we agreed. Mr. Auctioneer, please take back that last bid.
I will, madam, because you were so polite about it. Heard 3.3 and away you go. Heard $3,300,000 back with you, sir. What about 50, madam? Heard 3.3 bid in the centre. Heard $3,300,000. Come again. 25, 3,325's a bid. Heard 3,325, 50 on the nod. Heard 3,350,000. Heard 3,350. Talk to me, madam. Heard $3,350,000. Another 25 at 75, sir. Heard 3,350,000. First call at 3,350,000. Think about what's on offer, ladies and gentlemen. A magnificent opportunity. Heard $3,350,000. Second call. Is there any advance at 3,350,000? 75. Heard 3,375,000. Your bid, sir. Good bid. Heard 3,385,000. Why not? It's all bank money, sir. We'll take it. Heard 3,385,000. Go 4 now, sir, if you want. Heard $3,385,000. First call at 3,385,000. In at 4. New interest. Welcome to the bidding at 3.4 bid. Heard 3,400,000. 500, sir. We'll go 100. Thank you. 3.5. Can we say for you? What can we say? I'm just trying to help you spend your money, sir. 3,400,000's the bid. At 3,400,000, I'll take a quick 50 if you like. Thank you. 3,450,000. Heard 3,450,000. Centre in the room. 3,450,000. Heard 3,450,000. First call. Any advance at 3 million? Ladies and gentlemen, 450 in the centre. Second call. Are we done and finished? 10. Thank you. Welcome back, sir. 3,460,000's the bid. Heard 3,460,000. What can we say, sir? 3,460,000's the bid. Heard $3,460,000. 70. Heard 3,470,000. Heard 480. Heard 480 now to 3,480,000 bid. Back in front and away you go. Round him out, sir. What about 3.5? Heard $3,480,000. First call. Heard 3,480,000. Second call. Any advance 3,480,000. Nearly had you, sir. Heard $3,480,000. Are we done? Finished bids with you, sir, at $3,480,000. Any advance? Come on, sir. Don't leave me now. We're just getting to know each other. 3,480,000's the bid. Can I take another 10 for you at 90? $3,480,000 squarely bid in the centre, and I have called the property. I'll call it again for you at $3,480,000 for the first call. Is there any advance at $3,480,000? Don't let him take it off you, sir, for $10,000. Come on. You've been with me from the start. Don't leave me. Come on. You've had a lot of fun. You haven't spent any money. The bid's at $3,480,000 for the second call. Is there any advance? $3,480,000. Are we done and finished at $3,480,000? I will remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that if we're short of the reserve price, and at this point we are, the highest bidder will have the first right to buy the property at the reserve price. This gentleman's got that at the moment. If you'd like to take that right away, you need to put your hand up at $3,480,000 on bid. Is there any advance? Last opportunity at $3,480,000. Are we done and finished? Well, I'll just confirm my instructions, ladies and gentlemen. Bid's with you, sir. Can we confirm your bid? $3,480,000. Just look for my vendor. Where's my vendor? One of you judges. No, well, at $3,480,000, I've confirmed the instructions, sir. We're at the business end. At $3,480,000, three final opportunities, what I'm giving you. At $3,480,000, first call. At $3,480,000, second call. Is there any advance? At $3,480,000 for the third final call. Are we done and finished, ladies and gentlemen? Well, at $3,480,000, sir, my instructions not to sell the property. At $3,480,000, I'm under instructions to pass the property into you. I will pass it into you as the highest bidder, sir. You will have first right to buy it at the reserve price.
Give me 3.5.
Beg your pardon, sir?
Give me 3.5.
Have you spoken about that, madam? You happy to let him in? All right, sir. Well, as the auctioneer, I will reopen the bidding again. We were a little bit short of the instructions, but I'm happy to welcome you back into the auction and we'll start it up again at 3.5 bid. At $3,500,000 and away we'll go again. At $3,500,000's the bid and you're back in front and you've got the keys at the moment, sir. At $3,500,000 first call. What about another 10, sir? You had it there for a moment at $3,500,000 for the second call. Would it make a difference, sir, if I said I was selling? I am. We're on the market and I'm selling the property at $3,500,000. Gentlemen, madam, got the keys, they've got it. At $3,500,000, call the property twice. Is there any advance, ladies and gentlemen? Selling it out at $3,500,000 for the third final call. Are we in? Are we out? We're gone. At $3,500,000, going. Sold to you, folks. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, madam, on an outstanding purchase there. Ladies and gentlemen, commiserations to our underbidders. I'd like to thank you for your attendance today, your spirited bidding. On behalf of Ray White Real Estate, we hope you have a wonderful afternoon and a safe and pleasant journey home. Thank you.